had a major epiphany and I want to know, is it just me? But sometimes when I find myself wanting to impress my subconscious and change my mindset, I always feel like I make decisions from a place of being 8 years old, and I feel like I'm 8 years old cosplaying an adult. Now, let me know, let me tell you what I mean about that. Last week, I was having a conversation with my best friend about manifestation and whatnot. We were talking about impressing our subconscious and what that means to us. Now, for me, impressing my subconscious, and when I say that I feel like I'm 8 years old cosplaying a adult, that means if you've never seen my video, or if this is your first time coming across me, hi. But I've made a video, it's one of my first videos, and it's called Shame is the Reason Why You Can't Manifest. Now, in this video, I talk a lot about shame and how shame stops us from elevating on the levels of consciousness, which is a scale that was created by Dr. David R. Hawkins. He has many books on it, they're amazing. But shame in itself kind of stunts us from getting to where we want to go in our life and overall changing our life, and that has a lot to do with our subconscious being stuck in a level of shame. Now that I've been kind of thinking and going down this rabbit hole with this, I want to ask you a question. So, do you see your subconscious as an opponent or as a friend? Now, for some of you, I know for me, I used to see my subconscious as a dictator or someone who ruled my life, like, you know, a parent that will basically rule your life or make the decisions for you, and that I never had any input. And so when my subconscious would win at getting me to do the thing that I said that I did not want to do anymore, I always felt defeated and I always felt ashamed of myself, ashamed of a part of me. Does that make sense? Now, we know that we need to impress our subconscious mind in order to make certain changes, in order to manifest the things that we want in our life, as we all know. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and just say that I do not believe that manifestation works the same way as it does for one person, from one person to the next. There's some of us who need just a little bit more understanding, or some of us who have certain things or certain masks that we've put up over the years that we don't understand, that we need to remove those masks and learn ourselves, learn our subconscious. Now, affirming works, affirming consistently works. Any technique you want to use works, but some of us, we just need that little zhuzh. So I'm here to help you understand your subconscious a little bit more. And what has been helping me is understanding that I need to make my subconscious my best friend instead of my opponent. And in the way that I need to do that is to influence my subconscious instead of feeling like I am beating it down with affirmations or beating it down and trying to get it to change. I'm finding that looking at my subconscious as my friend, as an overprotective friend that just wants to keep me in check, my overprotective friend that makes me realize that I might not need to go out too far because it's new territory. Once I'm realizing my subconscious, and now that I have started to work on making my subconscious my best friend, that it has been helping me to realize how I need to influence and work with my subconscious, work with my hardware that I already have, instead of trying to change the reality, change what has occurred. I need to learn to work with what I have. All right, now follow me here. Now, make no mistake, you already have a relationship with your subconscious, whether you know it or not. It is like that overbearing, overprotective mother, or overbearing or overprotective friend that only wants the best for you. So instead of me always looking at my subconscious as something that needs to be defeated or something that needs to be contained, I need to allow my subconscious to be my friend and to express her concerns to me, and I express my concerns to her, so we can have a harmonious relationship. I want to reference this pretty popular book, and it's called How to Win Friends and Influence Other People by Dale Carnegie. It is a pretty popular book. I'm pretty sure you've heard it. You might have even read it, but I want to draw attention to this one key that he expresses in this book on how to influence friends or how to get people over on your side and to see that your way may be a way worth trying. So the passage in that is, do not attempt to win the argument. And since I've been thinking about my subconscious, this has really changed the way that I approach impressing my subconscious. So, in order to not win the argument and me making my subconscious my friend now, I need to understand that I just need to influence her and not try to physically or force the change into my reality. So I'm going to give an example. What does that look like? So I'm going to give an example that everyone pretty much can use, and that is getting healthier, getting in shape, or also this can work for relationships as well. So say that you have already set the intention that you want to manifest you being in shape or your dream body or what have you, and you have already set up the parameters or the habits that you want to achieve or need to achieve to get your said goal, right? So you're telling yourself, okay, like I haven't worked out before, but I need to get my body moving. So you are telling yourself, okay, like in the morning, I know I have to get my workout in. I know I have to get the adequate hours of sleep. I know I have to get the adequate amount of water or food or what have you, especially like when it comes to like nutrition. So this probably is one that we've all experienced. So say you know that you need to eat a more healthy diet, and so it comes to the decision, to the point where you need to make the decision to do so. So you're telling yourself, like, I'm going to make sure that I have my chicken and rice and broccoli or whatever it is that you're eating. And your subconscious, your friend that's just trying to protect you, she's saying or he's saying, no, like that's different, that's way out there, you don't need to do that. You actually probably need to eat McDonald's because that will make you feel better, that will make you, that's what you've always done, like, and it's always protected you thus far, it's always made you feel comforted, it's always made you feel better. Why would you need to eat chicken, rice, and this, yada yada yada, whatever it is? Like, your subconscious is only doing that to protect you. Instead of seeing it as someone that is against you, it is there to protect you. So now, in order to influence my friend to come over on my side and realize that I'm not trying to force anything on you, that this is good for us, you go ahead and you tell your subconscious, and this is like me talking to myself. I will now say, like, but like, how amazing would it be if we finally had our dream body? How amazing would it be for us to have our dream body instead? Like, how much more appreciative would we be of our body? How much more happy would we be in our body? How amazing would we look in this bikini? Like, look at this bikini. Look, tell me that you wouldn't love looking good in that. It's about switching the conversation from your subconscious being your opponent into you collaborating with your opponent, collaborating with your heart and mind. Bring it into coherence, so that way it makes your subconscious lean into you more in order to trust you. Because at the end of this all, you guys, what we are building here is self-trust, because a lot of the times we don't get what we want, or we have a problem sustaining our results because we have not understand what it's going to take to build self-trust and trust in our subconscious. We're trying to get our subconscious to trust that the feeling in the body, that the feeling in the body knows what's best for you. Now, there's other keys in the book, and I want to read some of those. And in attempt to form a relationship with yourself or your subconsciousness, then these are some of the keys I also too would add in. And this is coming from the book. So it is, do not criticize, condemn, or complain, and also to be generous with the praise. So every time you do said thing, that you allow your subconscious, when it gets on board with what you're saying, you give your subconscious praise. Like, see, like, I know you're getting on the right track with me. I know that this is best for us. I know that that we're going to get to our goal in no time. Like, it's going to be so amazing when we look back and see like how far we've come. Like, you have to make your subconscious a part of you, a friend, your lifelong partner that's going to be on this journey of life with you anyway. So you might as well get used to having your subconscious oppose you, but making space to not judge, not criticize, not condemn your subconscious when it gives you something that you don't want to listen to, because you don't have to listen to it. It's when we place meaning on it that it gets in the way of our manifestations or in the way of our progress. So I hope that that tip helped you guys. And I know that you have not heard anybody bring manifestation or your subconscious to you in this way. So you should just like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on my next video.